So I'm just going to start this video by saying that there should only be one reindeer hat being used per world. If you log into a world and you see someone who already has their snow on the ground, don't be a shit cunt. Hop. It's not hard. And people just don't understand the mechanics of it, and it's just kind of annoying. But anyway, doing another one of these videos, another year update and year ahead blog kind of ramble sort of thing. I think it's been about 6 months or so since I did the last one, which is kind of terrible. This is quite a long time, but you know how it is. I've just been busy doing very little in terms of actually interesting content. I've been fishing and doing agility. Oh yeah, that's it. Quick spoiler alert there, I suppose, but I mean, come on, it's not that hard to guess. So I'll do the same thing as last year and start off by saying that I'll start off by giving my goals for the coming year, just in case you can't be bothered listening to me ramble about what I did in the previous year. Currently my goal is to get just under 200 mil agility. I don't know, maybe 190, 195 or something, so that I've got enough XP left to be able to do a 30-hour at some time or something. I don't know. I just don't want to leave it too close, sort of thing. And then I do not know. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm going to do after that. I'm just going to kind of sit down and play the game and then see what happens. But anyway, 2015 was okay, I suppose. Fucking hell. I made a lot of progress in RuneScape, which is always good. I think this year was my best, well, out of the 2 and a bit years I've had, definitely my best in terms of EHP, and I think actually got my experience record doing nothing but fishing and agility, which is a little bit funny, I guess, if you have a really sad and pathetic sense of humour. I think it's kind of funny. So I started out the year at about 70 mil agility or something, it would have been. Maybe 72. And just kind of did that right through the start of the year. Actually, no, I'm going to go back a little bit. So my goals coming into 2015 were, from memory, 200 mil agility, 60 mil magic, 50 mil farming, and 5,000 easy clue scrolls. I did the clue scrolls. That was good. Managed that. Got 50 mil farming. Got 65 mil. It's good. Did that. Magic. If I can get to it in a second, because I'm an idiot and I don't know where the magic skill is in the skills tab. I clicked on the wrong one. I'm at 60. I'll call that 65 mil, so that's definitely above 60. Good on me. That's 3 goals out of the 4 done. And then 200 mil agility just didn't quite end up panning out. I stopped at 150 mil because I don't know, I guess I'm just not mentally prepared for 200 mil. I just don't have the right kind of mindset. I'm not mentally strong enough to finish it. I'm not mentally challenged enough. I don't have the required endurance to do such a difficult goal. And instead, I just had to wuss out and come do an easy skill like 3-tick fishing, because oh god, agility people are the worst. Seriously, if you do a lot of agility at any point in your life, there is something very wrong with you. Very, very wrong. And just stay away from the agility high scores. It's not a pleasant place to be. So that was a little bit off topic, sorry. Yeah, I stopped at 150 mil agility. I think I've explained before why I stopped there instead of 180 or whatever. Just because I wanted to save a bit of agility for later. I didn't want to kind of blow my figurative agility load and not have any left that I could do, because I kind of enjoy the skill and I'm interested to see what Zaya has to offer in terms of agility training options, seeing if there's some kind of interesting new course, seeing if I can't hold my day record, which would be nice, not have it taken just because the fast XP method came out. But yeah, stopped at 150 mil agility. Then when I got there, what did I do? Oh, I did another 1,000 clue scrolls. That was clue 4,000 to 5,000, or 4,001 to 5,000, sorry, which included my green elegant skirt on clue 4,666, I think. Could check, but I can't be bothered. That was a huge relief. Got the 5k done. Finished a goal for the year, which was nice. I was rank 1 at the time, but oh well. Mark's a nice lad. And then after those clues, I came straight into this skill here, fishing. And yeah, it kind of, well, that was good. It's been different to agility, very different. Where agility was just kind of sit down and not even know what you're doing. With fishing, you really have to be paying attention, or you should be, if you're trying to get decent XP rates. Like normally I would be sitting here going and counting to 8 in my head over and over again, like I've discussed in a previous video. But since I'm talking, I'm being a little bitch and using this chat box method. I tried to record this video. It got like 3 or 4 seconds in. I don't even think I got past the whole 1 snow per world rant before I just couldn't talk. Because oh man, it's deadly. If you ever end up doing this method for fishing, do not ever start counting to 8. Just look at the chat box. Because it started for me, I wanted to try to do a decent hour, like recording it, and I hadn't quite figured out the chat box method at the time, so the only way for me to accurately gauge my snow progress, I don't know what the fuck you call it, was to count to 8. And then after I did that hour, I just kept kind of doing it and didn't stop. And it was terrible, and it's affected my life in some awful ways. When I walk places, I count my steps in 8s. When I lie down to go to bed, I count the breaths I take in 8s. Don't do it. Just it's bad for your mental health. No, let's see. I've even lost my train of thought. I don't even know where I was. Anyway, I started fishing after doing agility with the intention of trying to get 200 mil in it. I genuinely believed I'd probably burn out at somewhere like 70 or 80 mil. So to have doubled that is not bad. I mean, I'm at 140 at the moment, so it's double what I thought I would get to before burning out. And I've done 90 mil without any breaks whatsoever, because I got to 50 mil fishing and then I took like a week and a bit off to go make some money. I had no farming supplies, no estrels, and I needed some cash, so I went out and made some nets, got my rune crafting to 20 mil, which was nice. I was intending to do like chunks of Slayer at the 50 mil and the 100 mil and the 150 mil fishing mark, but I finished that little bit of rune crafting and thought about doing Slayer. I just didn't like the idea of it then, and then when I got to 100 mil fishing, the same sort of thing happened. I just kept going. Actually happened with agility as well. I hit 150 mil and just kind of kept going for like a day because I wanted to finish off 99 Slayer on my RS3 alt hanging out down there. I'll just move this. Look at this lovely lady. What a game. What a game. But anyway, yeah, I just ended up continuing to do fishing. By the end of it, I'll probably have like 140, 145 mil fishing done with no breaks from the skill whatsoever, which would be quite a nice little thing to put on my resume one day when I start applying for jobs. I think a nice little credential to have sitting around. Man, that is not in a good place. I should move it, but I don't want to lose XP. Whatever. Yeah, there's honestly not much else to discuss what happened during the year. I've just kind of played. I think I've said before that I went back to school in about April or May, and since then I've been playing a fairly consistent 6 or 7 hours a day. Got a job working as a kitchen hand at some point earlier this year. I think it was like October or November. So that cut down my weekend times, but money's money. Can't complain. And yeah, it's just been kind of pleasant. One thing I don't like about the whole consistent schedule is that I have no time whatsoever to do any kind of records. And apart from, what have I done this year? I think I did like a 8 mil fishing week when I had a week off, but then family ended up meaning that I couldn't finish the week and I got like 8 mil and it was crap. I should really do redo that sometime. Something. It's not even I'm not even going to call that a record actually. I'm not going to edit this part out either because I'm too lazy. I think the only decent one I did was the agility day, which is a good day in terms of day records on CML. I think it, like, I'm not gonna, actually no, fuck it, I'm gonna brag. That's a really good day record. I'm gonna say how great I am. I think I calculated it out and it works out to be like 99.8% efficient for the 30 hours. It's fucking amazing. I am the best. I'm the greatest. You can't stop me. I am literally invincible when it comes to agility and when it comes to RuneScape in general. And I just can't be stopped. But yeah, I did that day. It was good. Actually, I'm going to quickly say, do not believe the lies on the Hexes podcast. Number something, we're on the Hexes podcast end of year special, which I kind of helped propagate because I'd made that and I left the clip in. I did go to the toilet during the record at around the 18-hour mark or something. I went and took a quick poo and I went and fed my cats because I was the only one at home that weekend. And my cat was like licking my toes. She was kind of hungry, so I figured I'd probably go feed her. And the other one, don't like the other one much, but kind of a combo deal. You feed one, you should probably feed the other. But yeah, I did that day record, and then other than that, I've done like nothing this year in terms of records, which is a bit weird when I compare it to last year, or when I compare it to 2014, where I think I did like at least 10, 30 hours or something kind of dumb over the space of a couple months. It was bad. But yeah, I've just been really consistent with RuneScape this year. I'll actually move this over. Let's see, let's actually click on the right thing. So that is my year of RuneScape in terms of XP I've gained in skills. So strength has been from fishing, magic's been from imbuing with fish and agility. The fletching was a little bit of Dartscape when I was doing agility. The fishing was this, like almost 100% this exact method, with a little bit of some weird stuff in there. I don't know what I did to get 625 fire making XP. Whatever. The agility was a mixture of Ardoin rooftops and like 11 mil doing barb fishing. Thieving was pickpocketing ham ladies. Farming has been doing mostly mostly doing 2 farm runs a day. Sometimes I do 1 because I'm too lazy to do the second. And ring crafting is a mixture of mats and experience lamps, because that's what I put them in. If we go down to the... Kidding me, we have to move that. Can't scroll. If I go down to the graph there of EHP, I'll even zoom in back to my normal zoom. It's better. So EHP, yeah, looking pretty consistent when you consider that I went back to school somewhere around like here, and then finished there, and then I did clue scrolls, and then ever since then it's just been consistent as fuck fishing. Like 18 mil a month, every month for the last 6 or 7 months. It was kind of weird for me to do something like that, something that consistent, because I've always been a fairly on and off sort of player. But yeah, that was 2015, and I'll move this back and talk about 2016 now, which I briefly touched on at the start of the video, wherein I have little to no actual goals. I'm just going to keep fishing right through until I get to pretty much 200 mil. I think I've got enough money to be able to finish farming for the entire way. I'll have to sell some combat gear off I've got lying around, but I've got enough Astros to get to 200 mil, so I don't have to worry about them. Just need to buy some more saplings and hope that Big Snake doesn't get nerfed and things go up in price or something, because that would be bad. I want to keep farming. I want to try and get like a 60 mil year or something. Be nice. Yeah, just go finish farming and then try figure out what I want to do. There are a couple of possibilities kind of standing out. So there's the obvious one, which is get to like 199.999999, bunch of nines something fishing, and then just go finish off agility, and then just grab the 2 of them with 1 fish. Although I could actually just get 200 mil fishing and then get 200 mil agility if I want to be a boring cunt, but I don't know if I'm up to that. Probably not. I'll leave that for losers. But the more attractive ones for me are to stop at like 190 or 195 mil fishing, like I said earlier, and then I don't know, I might do some agility to just kind of wind down for a bit, but more likely than anything else, I'll probably go runecraft for a while just to make some money, seeing as I will have gone like 10 months without any income whatsoever in RuneScape, and I'm spending like $1 mil a day, so that doesn't exactly work out. I need some more money. I'm poor, basically. Farming, runecraft, no, runes. Yeah, and then either do agility or do what I've talked about before and try to 200 mil strength through Slayer. The rune crafting, I'm not really sure what method I'm going to do, because well, there's already astrals and there's already gnats and then there's fucking souls and bloods coming out, and they're just going to be confusing. I'm honestly hoping that they have like a hunter requirement, in some kind of way, so I just don't even have to worry about them, and I can just keep playing the game how I have been, because I'm a sad loser like that, you know? But yeah, Nats would be good because you make more money, Astrals would be good because I can cast the magic imbue spell while I do them. If I actually look about it and think about it rationally, I probably should do Nats. From a macro efficient mindset, doing Astrals to 200 mil if you don't play an alt, and if you don't have the additional like fucking 20 billion GP that you make from Hunter, or however ridiculous amount it is, because chins are so expensive lately. And you kind of need to do Astrals to 200 mil if you're not using an alt, because Bibles are expensive or something, I don't know. But the even more rational side of me realizes that I don't want to do Bibles at all. So I may as well just do Astrals because it'll get me quicker runecrafting and XP. It'll make me enough money and it will push me closer towards my actual goal of 200 mil magic from imbue. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but yeah, that's kind of my end game goal for RuneScape at the moment. I don't have much else that I'm going for. But yeah, I'll just runecraft, maybe. I don't know. So after I finish fishing. And then after runecrafting, there's a few options. So there's the Slayer one, Tangible Strength boost Slayer, using the Abyss Bludgeon, even though it's a big ugly loser looking weapon that looks really stupid. I don't really want to use it. Fucking hell, FK'd at Serum Stone's too hard. Yeah. Or actually, so I like the idea of the Jesus. It was early. I like the idea of Slayer, the idea of doing 200 mil strength through Slayer. It seems like a pretty sort of cool idea to do, but then I stop and think and realize that I didn't enjoy Slayer very much as a skill, and the more I hear about how crowded everything to do with Slayer is, the more it puts me off, because I don't know, I just hate the idea of logging in and going to do your task, and the first thing you have to do when you get there is fucking hop, because there's some little shit kid hanging out there wearing D-leagues and a quest cape who refuses to hop, and it just sounds terrible. I really like skills where you can just kind of sit down and play. One of the main reasons, I guess, that I've done so much fishing and agility, or agility especially. Fishing mostly. It's been less lately because of all the fucking drooling idiots who show up with their own hat they just sit there doing like this. You go, whoop, you slash. Oh, fucking hell, I'm a retard. I'll show you in a second what they do. So they'll prance I'll prance and I'll make the snow. And then they'll sit there going, oh, you kidding me? Fucking hell. Useless shit ass game doesn't even want to cooperate with me. Why do I keep putting my hat back on? This is going to be terrible. So they'll sit there and they go, wham, prance, 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 and you just see these gold sparkles constantly playing out, and there's nothing you can do to stop these absolute fucking idiots from trying to spawn snow on your world. Fuck them. They're dumb. I hate all of them. Anyway, for the most part, fishing's been good because I've just been able to kind of get home and fish, get the XP I want that day, and then just kind of log out. But with Slayer, I feel like I'd get frustrated quite easily with people being non-worlds, so I don't really know how attractive that would be as a skill to me. My other options, though, there's wood cutting, which is basically fishing, and it would give me a good amount of magic XP, and I could probably get it within, what is 120k now? I need I need 160 mil. That's 120k an hour, so that's some amount of hours. I can't do maths in my head right now. Say like 1200? No, it's more than 1200, but probably take me like 6 or 7 months to do, which is pretty quick for another cheeky little 200 mil. The only problem is I get irrationally angry when I'm woodcutting, just because the trees cut down really quickly and sometimes you don't get teak logs, and I just get really angry at the game and it's not good for me. That's one of the main reasons I stopped doing it back when I was actually considering going for 200 mil back then. Jesus, that's terrifying. I think woodcutting would be nice, just to kind of try and revitalize the skill, try and get some more people doing it, because I know that if I were to go do woodcutting, at least one person would certainly follow me, because he's an absolute idiot. And I think it'd just be kind of cool to have more life in a high score that has historically been pretty dead and starved for competition. Like, that's early. I remember early on you had dudes like Lucha, Cages Are Fun, Rank 2 in Woodcut, Rank 2 in WC, doing a lot of woodcutting, but then they all just kind of stopped, and Sathon just kind of meandered along and just kind of got to 200 mil with no competition. Lately there have actually been a couple of dudes, 50, I think he changed his name to like Corex, I don't know, something like that, and what's the other guy's name? Funk. Those two dudes have been injecting some life into woodcutting, which has been nice to see, because it's been a historically dead high score. Yeah, it was really nice to just see skills like agility really pick up. Like at one point there was me, there was Trickle, there was Valini, there was Vesfold. I think Dreamy would have been doing it at the same time, and just all of us doing agility at the same time, really putting out big numbers consistently, and it's just nice to see. And then it's been kind of the same with fishing. You've had me and Vesfold again, and you've had Trickle come follow like a loser. And then you've had Acid Soul come along. Sorry, Benita and Ray were there. Were there? Whatever. For a while. Also putting in some decent work, just kind of making the fishing price scores look alive and decent, because they kind of died after the whole Rain homepage competition and was pretty sad. It'd be kind of cool to see that happen with woodcutting or with mining, which is I guess another option for me to do after fishing or crafting, although I find it really hard to justify in my head doing mining, just because I know that I will not be able to get the maximum possible experience per hour. I'm interested to see what I can get. If I can get 80k an hour, even doing some funky bug abuse method. Actually, I'm going to take a quick little break from that mining discussion and say, if you think doing things like snow fishing and like cutting and eating and like fucking 4-ticking with this tree over here, bug abuse, you're probably an absolute idiot. You're probably a big dummy, an unintelligent sort of person. You probably never learned how to breathe with your nose, and it's just disgusting. What I'm doing here works on the exact same principle as fish one drop one. So if you ever even think about calling this bug abuse, you better be fishing full fucking inventories of fish. Otherwise, you're just a bad human being, and you've got no feet to stand on when it comes to arguing your stance. Where was I? Mining. Yeah, mining would be kind of a decent skill to do, I guess, if I can get good-ish XP. The most attractive thing about mining for me is that I kind of look at it as the final frontier, I guess, in terms of how hard I think it would be to get a skill to 200 mil in terms of actual physical. I've got to click a whole fucking lot for a real long time sort of difficulty. I mean, sure, Slayer and Runecrafting are longer, but they're still outwardly easy skills if you don't do like Astral. If you don't do Lavas, they're still quite AFK sort of skills. Sure, they're long, but it's not much effort to do. And I just feel like mining is kind of the final logical conclusion that comes after going through my progression of easy as shit agility, with bitch mode 3-tick fishing, and then finally bug abuse mining would be my last major challenge in terms of trying to just do something good. But Jesus, I just don't really know if I want to do it another big skill so soon after, and yeah, I haven't really made my mind up about what I'm going to do at all. It's kind of sad, really. Just going to keep playing the game and see what happens.